Representing my man Gangsta James on Sideshow Entertainment. Y'all know what time it is. Follow me on Twitter at Passion Troy DSGB. And it's on. Yeah.
Bitch, don't get in that motherfucking van. What the fuck is that supposed to be, like a double date or something? Right now, you really not seasoned enough for that shit. These bitches out here in Atlanta eat your ass up.
This is OG Gangsta motherfucking James. 187.4 hours of Stone Cold game.
Bitch, you misspelled predesignated. Yeah, man, I need to drop you off, but until I come back, I'ma need you to stay on your grind. You can buy some liquor, but don't do drugs of no kind. I'ma give you like 10 signs that your ass gonna get set up. Say no if he asks about any drugs. If he asks you, why do you do what you do? Don't respond to an iPhone text that ain't blue. If you hear the smoke alarm go off in the next room, it's probably the police over there smoking cigarettes about to hit your ass soon. If he promises to order some drinks and then he doesn't, remember that they really don't supposed to drink when they be on duty. Order a bunch of drinks before you even discuss that business. If he tries to hit you up or starts clapping or some shit, run. Cause there be signs that the law is about to come. It's signs and symbolisms and everything. And please don't bring a gun to no stupid shit. If he asks you to get undressed, but he won't, don't do that shit. Don't even touch him until the trick is completely naked. And if you see some money laying around, please don't take it.
Don't take it. Don't steal his motherfucking money. And don't let the motherfucker count the money out loud like he talking into a fucking microphone or something.
Man, yes, 137 hours worth of game with OG Gangsta James. 10 rules to the game. The game is to be sold, not told. Since you paid for it, you ain't have to wait for it.
We love Gangsta James, yo.
Never do drugs of any kind. That was the reason for the decline in hoes. Because real pimps, they fell off after the crack epidemic just swept through the game. This gave rise to a whole nother breed of pimps, like a mutant breed. Streetwalkers out here walk around through my hood and they fucking with me. They don't wanna buy no dope, they don't wanna buy no weed. So I asked that hoe what she needs. The bitch just stood in my front yard, just looking at me. Strawberry hoes. Them pimps who didn't get high, them niggas move their businesses to hotels and massage parlors so they can get by. Escorts, they avoid the laws. Being out there carrying drugs that'll make you an easy target. Don't jack off your money. Trying to save that shit up is the hardest. Gotta stack up every penny, cause in this game, the money is like how we keep score, like a video game, so we can know who's winning or losing. But that time you waste has a great effect on the money that you're able to make. You are only allowed so much time in this game, so get in and get this shit right now. Never let nobody know all your personal business, especially a motherfucking square. If you let the wrong people know all your business, they'll set your ass up, you'll get robbed and get killed. They can put negative shit in a bitch head that'll destroy everything you work for. Only the people that get close to you, the ones that'll fuck you up the worst. Your women and your family, they the only ones that should have access to the bulk of your money and the bulk of your motherfucking information. And I'll tell you one thing too, never have sex with a motherfucking hooker until you are chosen properly. And some of these hoes, they'll give you some money in exchange for a little bit of dick, but that shit doesn't really mean shit. The hoe wanna be dedicated to your program, but she keeps slipping. If a man wants to test drive a car, you know how you gotta do it. But pimps don't test drive or sell dick, that's what gigolos do. So if a loose bitch all up in your face, break that bitch until she ain't got shit left. If she choose to fuck, it's a choosing fee. If she ain't got that shit, she get left. But the choosing fee is when the hooker decides if she wanna seriously hop in my ride and get involved with Gangsta James like a relationship. Get chosen properly, you gon' die. That bitch gon' pay the choosing fee if that bitch wanna fuck with me, cause it's quality over quantity, or however you say it. You know what I'm talking about. And then you gotta refrain from fucking the bitch. Make that hoe wait 7 days to be sure that she ain't test driving your game. Do you understand what I'm saying? You should consider this shit a choosing charge, because that would be improper. But don't never make deals with a bitch. Don't make deals with your hoe. Pay attention to your girls, because if a woman don't claim you, then that shit don't apply. But a pimp gotta wear several hats. You know, you gotta be a lover, a friend, a businessman, a business administrator, and a motherfucking counselor. If you give 100% of yourself with a clear motherfucking understanding from the outset of what this relationship is and what your obligations are to everybody, then set that shit straight. Don't start cutting no motherfucking deals to deviate and slack off from her motherfucking responsibilities and shit. If you gonna take 100% of that bitch's problems, take 100% of her motherfucking money. But you only have the responsibility that comes along with brokering an arrangement that the trick's gonna take. Take that bitch, tell her to take her motherfucking problems back home. Don't give money to a bitch unless that bitch gave you some motherfucking money. President of the United States got certain rules to follow where he'll get impeached. Look at Donald Trump. If you a pimp, you gotta follow the motherfucking pimp rules, or else you will just be a stupid trick that prostitutes give money to. Never claim a hoe that ain't no thoroughbred in the game. That bitch better be dedicated and loyal. It's always stay in pocket. But understand this, these hoes do not come to stay. These hoes come to pay. That shit is self-explanatory. Rule number 8, never serve another real pimp. No dry news. It's a rule, an understanding amongst us players out here, man, that if a bitch leave one player and she choose to fuck with another one, man, stay out of that shit, man. You know how to do that shit, man. Don't serve a nigga no dry news. Cause dry news is like when a so-called pimp accepts another hoe without a choosing fee, and then just fuck with the bitch anyway. You know what I'm saying? 187 hours worth of game, cause y'all niggas be pimping your motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be careful of the motherfucking serve. Cause with the state that the game is in today, these hoes fucking with dope boys, busters, lames. So the serve gotta be executed with motherfucking precision. Cause only a real player accepts the serve from another real player. And players only serve other players. If a popcorn pimp came over here and tried to knock one of these bitches, that shit'll be like goddamn 27-year-old sanitation worker from DeKalb County. Ain't gonna be recognized as no motherfucking pimp. But you gotta understand, cause man, hold up. Rest in peace to Pimp C. This is OG Gangsta James signing out. Sideshow Entertainment, Pirate Radio. 187 hours worth of game. Bitch, you don't need to listen to rap. You need to listen to a game spitter. Lock my door, and we gon' make this thing bigger. I'ma teach you some shit you gotta factor in about this whole stroll. Walk to the Chevron and buy some no-dos. There's uniformed police out here that'll pick them hoes up for loitering. So just do your shit and come back and ignore them. You gotta find out how big is that fine. Get you a bail bondsman on deck. And they don't accept payments from NetSpend, so you better check before you make that deposit on that card. Cause to have a hoe on lock is a myth that goes kinda hard. Them bitches come to pay and they don't come to stay. Don't make deals with a bitch cause that is not my way. If a hoe come in and get turned out, then it's time for that knock that you just learned about. Never badmouth another hoe's pimp. Speak on what you would do for the bitch and not what you would do to the bitch. If your bitch flirt with, smiles at, talks to, or even looks at another pimp, then that bitch is out of pocket. When she see another pimp, that bitch better keep her motherfucking eyes down, her mouth shut, and you better turn the other way. I don't want no unnecessary bullshitting with them hoes either. Them hoes is renegades, man. This stroll is for work and getting money, not socializing and gossiping. It's like the same as the in-call and the out-call, but now, bitch, you work for a motherfucking agency. We advertise companionship. Leave them other hoes alone. When I go home, I don't even speak to my neighbors, so what the fuck you out here speaking to these bitches for? Exactly. I got the chain on the door with a strap on my waist. Triple beam on the table while I'm measuring weight. My Regal parked outside with 20 G's in the trunk. Walk through the trap with a mask on, itching to dump. On a nigga for the skriller, I be regulating my trap. I use throwaway gas and back fade the attack. My name, Maniac. My game, crucial and fatal. Battle scars on my back and my chest that go down to my navel. Cause I got shot, but I don't glorify that shit. Pull out a pistol, you'll get horrified of shit. But go to jail again and live life in the box. Caught slipping and hemmed up with a gun and some rocks. I know my lifestyle ain't right, one day I'ma die. So forgive me for setting fire up in the sky. If that's what heaven is, we down here living in hell. My dad worked 30 years and lived in a goddamn motel. All I want is some money so I can get me a house, a car, fuck around, buy some weed, and a computer. That's all I need. It's OG Gangsta James. You working for an agency now, bitch. Yeah, bitch. I understand you don't know your way around Atlanta, but Gangsta James is here, instructed by Sugar Free to pimp a hole in the stratosphere. You in the middle of 187 hours of motherfucking game with Gangsta James.
OG Gangsta James. OG Gangsta James.
I listened to you for a minute, but you need to listen to me. Before you go any further, I need you to understand that I am a mastermind. By living in this life, you gotta understand that I live by my wits and my intuition. I move by my experience. That shit comes natural, but my experiences came through trial and error. From the advice of a seasoned vet. I'm OG Gangsta James, what you would call a rapper. But like, y'all pimping yourself, and it ain't no honor amongst pimps. First of all, the word pimp is a motherfucking noun, but pimping is a verb. A verb is a word that characteristically is the grammatical center of a predicate, and it expresses an act. Like that gorilla pimping and shit, using violence, intimidating and controlling them hoes. Know what I'm saying? Like macking. Mac is a French term that comes from mackerel. A Mac, he'll break a square bitch down. He fucking strippers, porn stars, you know, goddamn, all the digital shit. He'll create him an Instagram bitch or something. But on some player shit, player niggas are very successful. We more established than getting income, you know, from all different angles, legal or illegal. A player gonna sit at the top of the motherfucking pimp pyramid. He'll have like some legal pimps and some madams around him. You know, like on that Nevada shit, like in them brothels, you know, they take 50% of them bitches' money. Then you got them crack hoes and shit that be in the bluff. 100% of them hoes usually have a pimp or like some type of male counterpart. And usually that nigga, he'd be smoking dope too. And that's how they have them tracks and shit. Them straight gallery houses and shit. And you know, you got the pornography pimps, internet porn, making tapes and movies and shit. You know, that shit is legal. You know, you got them TV pimps, money mic ass niggas, you know what I'm saying, who just got the image. You know, you can pull it up. They got some sorry ass prostitute, they'll put that bitch out there on the street level. They be the least successful in this shit. Hello, sweetheart. I think that the batteries have died in your clock because the clock has been sitting at midnight for the last 45 minutes. This is DJ Gangsta James on WEED 187.4 on your FM dial. We gonna kick back and take a motherfucking break right now because Gangsta James is trying to spit 187 hours worth of game. But this bitch does not understand when you take a motherfucking test and when you get to the bottom of that motherfucking page and it says stop and wait for the instructor to give you some more instructions, bitch, you went on to the next page. Trying to be smart, you mixed up rule number 9 with article number 9 and you had something to say. Nah, I just dropped 10 rules to the motherfucking game, and rule number 9 was never hide or harbor a motherfucking hooker from another real player. That shit should have been self-explanatory, but you went on and bitch, you talking about article number 9. Now, article number 9 was omitted due to the fact that bitches be getting pregnant. Cause one thing that you don't understand is that pimping is dead, bitch. You need to go home and let that shit go. Fuck around, get 100 years for human trafficking. The shit shows me you don't give a damn about your motherfucking self. We got platinum codes and standards to this motherfucking life. Now, article number 1, I will tell you that these bitches ain't gonna be subjected to no arbitrary detention. No one should be held in slavery or motherfucking servitude, cause that shit is prohibited in all motherfucking forms. And no one shall be subjected to kidnapping, torture, or any cruel or inhuman or degrading treatment or punishment. Article number 4, that gives you the right to leave this bitch anytime you want to. And you can probably return anytime you want to. Bitch, you got free will. All y'all bitches, y'all got the right to properly choose another player, or you can become a renegade. And you can do that shit free from prosecution. No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of their motherfucking property. All y'all bitches got the right to rest, and y'all got the right to leisure. And that includes reasonable limitations of working hours. And bitch, I will give you off on the motherfucking holidays. Everyone has the right to a standard of living that's gonna be adequate for your motherfucking health and your well-being. We got you some food, we got you some clothes, we got you some motherfucking housing and medical care. And to be supported in motherfucking sickness. Now, that's what I'm telling you, bitch. This is article number 9, the one that we omitted due to pregnancy. Now, article number 10 is that all y'all bitches gonna respect yourself and you gonna respect everything around you. Just like how I gave you my phone number and you text me that bullshit, that's why I blocked your number, because you didn't respect my motherfucking phone number. And then number motherfucking 11, we gonna set forth the assertment of these motherfucking rules. Now, when you in traffic, we don't want no motherfucking non-consensual pornography or prostitution to no motherfucking adults, because no one shall knowingly traffic in pornography or prostitution of a minor or no shit like that, because it's rules to this motherfucking game. And I'm telling you, bruh, being scandalous, that shit'll get your ass smoked. All that bullshit gonna catch up to you. Get your hat brought back. 187 hours worth of game with OG Gangsta James. Because to be honest, it's like the more money you fucking spend, it's like the less shit that you come back with. And to be honest, you don't even really need fucking clothes. It's about me. I need to get polished. Understand? Step up. My motherfucker. Look, dress to impress. That's okay. Dress for success. That's alright. Gotta dress so you can catch. You know what I'm saying? You can get polished up. You know, there's 3 ways you can do this shit, or 3 ways I can do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest, you can never go over the top when you stage your motherfucking presence. And your bitch is like your motherfucking co-star. Just go in the bathroom real quick, brush your teeth with some Listerine right over there. I'm finna go get clean shaven. You wash your ass, and bitch, I usually use 2 different washcloths. One so I could, my privates, understand me, and then I use the other one for my face, that white one right there. Pull out the little nail clipper kit, do my nails, all of that shit, you know what I'm saying? I use matching soap and cologne, or I may use unscented soap so that it can bring my motherfucking cologne out by persistent solicitation and further deliberation. Bitch, I'ma be in the lobby waiting.
187.4 hours of stone cold uncut motherfucking game.
Now listen, I looked at that situation completely unaffected and unmoved and non-emotional, cause I'm a man. I was tempted to sabotage your ass in an environment where all y'all motherfuckers was really leeching and trying to come up on you. First of all, Alice, you cannot pimp me. You are a female. You still got a pussy between your legs. Alice is an acronym for anthems laced in circumstantial evidence. It's like my dear Aunt Sally. Multiplication, divide, subtract, blah, blah, blah. It's a formula. And I strategically placed this acronym Alice in this part of 187.4 hours of straight motherfucking game. Cause a bitch would never pimp me. You still got a motherfucking pussy between your legs, bitch. When I shook your hand, I read your palm. I had on rings of a pimp, similar to the planet called Saturn. You can never pimp me because I recognize the patterns and I recognize the formulas. There is a formula in an acronym. The formula, my dear Aunt Sally, is like an algebraic expression, which you can break some shit down to its common denominator and take the acronym ALICE. These anthems laced in circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence is evidence that relies on an inference to connect it to the conclusion of a motherfucking fact. Something like a fingerprint left on the scene of your ass being bust upside the head, blood and some DNA. By contrast, direct evidence supports the truth of an assertion directly, and without it, any additional evidence or inference is not even needed.
There's no motherfucking way that you'll be able to pimp me. I peeped your game. You cannot even read or write. First of all, ain't even no honor amongst pimps, because the word pimp is a motherfucking noun, but I keep it pimping, and that's a motherfucking verb, and that's a word that characteristically is the grammatical center of a motherfucking predicate that expresses an act, and you'll never take action on me. That's why you got took flight upon. These anthems laced in circumstantial evidence is completely motherfucking circumstantial. Whoa, shit. We are here with DJ Gangsta motherfucking James dropping 187.5 hours of uncut motherfucking game. Today's motherfucking show is being sponsored by the Film Boss Butt Wipes. All you bitches is out there, you need to have your motherfucking wipes on you. This is very nasty area, time, coronavirus and everything. These bitches, they kill 99.9% of the viruses and bacteria. They remove the odor causing bacteria. These bitches is tough on grease, dirt, and grime, and it will not harm most surfaces. And y'all know y'all selling pussy. So these motherfucking Film Boss Butt Wipes are compliant with OSHA bloodborne pathogens in a standard way. Restaurants, food services, schools and everything. Please log in to WEED 187.4 on your FM dial. This is OG Gangsta James, 187.4 hours of uncut game.
Yes, make sure that you get your butt wipes from the motherfucking Film Boss. It causes moderate eye irritation. Avoid contact with the eyes in your clothing. Wash your hands with soap and water after you handle these motherfuckers before you eat, drink, or chew gum, or chew tobacco, or even use the toilet. Wear gloves for prolonged exposure or for frequent use.
Hell yeah, you goddamn right, man. We ran through 187.4 hours of uncut motherfucking game. We had to take a break after Gangsta James just dropped that anthem laced in circumstantial evidence. Ooh, that was a dark song, so we had to cut the lights on and kick back and relax.
Yeah, log in to WEED to get your Film Boss Butt Wipes. Alice scented one-step motherfucking cleaning, disinfecting, and deodorizing. We gonna pay some motherfucking bills as we slide into the golden shower hour of the 187.5 hours of uncut game. We got to pay our motherfucking bills because...
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt. I don't mean to interrupt, but this is OG Gangsta James. We gotta understand our motherfucking selves, and we need to be able to pinpoint what it is that we want out of love and what it is that we don't want. Take care of yourself and take care of everybody else. subscribe to the channel. We gonna keep riding. We got 80 more goddamn hours left to go, man. Marathon, 0.5, OG.
Nigga, this is OG motherfucking Gangsta James. 187.4 hours worth of stone cold motherfucking game. Holding on like a hubcap in the turner lane. We halfway through the golden shower hour right now, and y'all motherfuckers ain't heard nothing yet. My game is too sharp, and I speak this shit with precision, so this shit might not motherfucking rhyme. Just giving these bitches just a little bit of game.
They say it ain't no such thing as love. We used to feel that emotion when we looked in the faces of our mother, our fathers, our brothers and sisters and shit. But the problem with most of y'all women is like y'all want to assume the role of like orchestrating some motherfucking gangster shit. This ain't no motherfucking game of finesse, none of that bullshit. I need you to speak every motherfucking word that you speak with precision. I told you I love you and you looked at me crazy. Because in this pimp game, a pimp can love a hoe because a pimp love the game and hoes make up the game.
Pay attention for a second. When he insists on being explicit about a sexual act, he ain't supposed to say what he want, but he really trying to get you to say it. Or like if he asks you some shit like, well, what do I get for my money? Bitch, play dumb. You very, very good at that. Or like if he be like, oh yeah, my buddy turned me on to you. Then you tell him to have your mutual friend call you so that you can confirm this shit. Stay at the designated spot. And this is my fucking pet peeve when you keep misspelling designated. But if he don't call you a question you about that shit or confirm that shit, then do not do it. Because prostitution is a motherfucking misdemeanor. But this pimp shit is a goddamn felony. So be careful. Welcome to the game. Cause you said you wanted to be in the game, right? But bitch, now you in the motherfucking game. 187.4 hours worth.
187.5 hours worth of straight non-stop game. Now, bitch, I'ma let up on you and I'ma be easy for a minute, but I need you to understand one thing. I want you to go up in my house, sit down right there. Don't be popping no motherfucking bottles and throwing no money in the air. I don't even want you to smoke inside of my motherfucking house. Take it on the patio. Cause if you fuck up, bitch, you gotta go. I got bills to pay. And ho, you need to read up. How about you take a little time, sit on my couch and put your feet up. I'll snatch me a bitch up and put that hoe out there on the track while I'm working with the Pyrex back in the trap. I can't trust the soul, so I roll with my pistola. Keep my enemies close, but I keep my heat even closer. Cause I'm a soldier in this motherfucking life that I'm living out here on earth. I was born in savage times, I've been cursed since birth. I used to go to sleep in the freezing cold, no heat in the house, so you can put on a winter coat and sleep on the couch. That world that we living in is cold as ice. I don't gamble, so I don't bet on dice. You be getting high, wishing on a falling star. Why the fuck you come over here in a stolen car? Look, bitch, it's 187.4 hours worth of motherfucking game. Yeah, you was in the gutter, but you climbing up. I don't fuck with a bitch unless she fine enough. Ain't no whining and dining, I'ma keep that shit pimpin'. Simpin' is not in my motherfucking vocab. If you let a hoe break you, that's your bag. I learned that shit when I was locked up trying to eat, dropping game through the mail while she keep it in the motherfucking streets. $100 on my books for $1 million worth of game, just to claim that she with Gangsta James. All that game that I had, you give me a motherfucking Red Bull and drop a script on a bitch, and she'll have a head full. Pulling these hoes from the east to the west, but Atlanta's where I get my sleep. Get my work in Texas cheap, damn near at Tennessee. So beat your feet, bitch, change is right. Shut the fuck up and listen to me so I can change your life. This is 187.5 hours worth of motherfucking game. And this is the time when I need you to stay focused. A lot of motherfuckers ask questions, but they ain't got the time to sit back and listen. Cause I done already came to the frightening conclusion that I am the most important factor in any formula. It's my factor plus my approach added to the weather that makes the motherfucking climate. Bitch, it's my mood that adds to the motherfucking mood to see what's gonna transpire in the atmosphere around me. And it's my response added to the aggressiveness of my motherfucking nature that's gonna determine whether or not this shit gets out of hand. It's the words that I transcend on you spoken from the motherfucking film boss. That's gonna be songs of inspiration or either food of destruction. I can hurt you, I can heal you, I can humor you, I can humiliate you. But bitch, I choose to change your motherfucking life and educate you. Cause it's my attitude and my approach to motherfucking life that's gonna let y'all motherfuckers know whether you can accept me or reject me, whether they can show me some love or whether if they gon' hate on me. But I'm OG Gangsta James, and in all situations I'm the most important factor. So it's important for all of y'all to understand that when you look at them patterns and them equations, never forget, Alice, that these are anthems laced with circumstantial evidence. Tim, this is me. T-I-M, this is me. Alice, anthems laced in circumstantial motherfucking evidence. But before you can actually build a successful stable, you gotta be able to define the word catch hand. That's what they telling me. Prostitution is a misdemeanor, but pimping is a felony. The 187.5 hours worth of straight non-stop game. Now, bitch, I'ma let up on you and I'ma be easy for a minute, but I need you to understand one thing. I want you to go up in my house, sit down right there. Don't be popping no motherfucking bottles and throwing no money in the air. I don't even want you to smoke inside of my motherfucking house. Take it on the patio. Cause if you fuck up, bitch, you gotta go. I got bills to pay. And ho, you need to read up. How about you take a little time, sit on my couch and put your feet up. I'll snatch me a bitch up and put that hoe out there on the track while I'm working with the Pyrex back in the trap. I can't trust the soul, so I roll with my pistola. Keep my enemies close, but I keep my heat even closer, cause I'm a soldier in this motherfucking life that I'm living out here on earth. I was born in savage times, I've been cursed since birth. I used to go to sleep in the freezing cold, no heat in the house, so you can put on a winter coat and sleep on the couch. That world that we living in is cold as ice. I don't gamble, so I don't bet on dice. You be getting high, wishing on a falling star. Why the fuck you come over here in a stolen car? Look, bitch, it's 187.4 hours worth of motherfucking game. Yeah, you was in the gutter, but you climbing up. I don't fuck with a bitch unless she fine enough. Ain't no whining and dining, I'ma keep that shit pimpin'. Simpin' is not in my motherfucking vocab. If you let a hoe break you, that's your bag. I learned that shit when I was locked up trying to eat, dropping game through the mail. I should keep it in the motherfucking streets. $100 on my books for $1 million worth of game, just to claim that she with Gangsta James. All that game that I had, you give me a motherfucking Red Bull and drop a script on a bitch, and she'll have a head full. Pulling these hoes from the east to the west, but Atlanta's where I get my sleep. Get my work in Texas cheap, damn near at Tennessee. So beat your feet, bitch, change is right. Shut the fuck up and listen to me so I can change your life. This is 187.5 hours worth of motherfucking game. And this is the time when I need you to stay focused. A lot of motherfuckers ask questions, but they ain't got the time to sit back and listen. Cause I done already came to the frightening conclusion that I am the most important factor in any formula. It's my factor and plus my approach added to the weather that makes the motherfucking climate. Bitch, it's my mood that adds to the motherfucking mood to see what's gonna transpire in the atmosphere around me. And it's my response added to the aggressiveness of my motherfucking nature that's gonna determine whether or not this shit gets out of hand. It's the words that I transcend on you spoken from the motherfucking film boss. That's gonna be songs of inspiration or either food of destruction. I can hurt you, I can heal you, I can humor you, I can humiliate you. But bitch, I choose to change your motherfucking life and educate you. Cause it's my attitude and my approach to motherfucking life that's gonna let y'all motherfuckers know whether you can accept me or reject me. Whether they can show me some love or whether if they gon' hate on me. But I'm OG Gangsta James, and in all situations I am the most important factor. So it's important for all of y'all to understand that when you look at them patterns and them equations, never forget, Alice, that these are anthems laced with circumstantial evidence. Tim, this is me. T-I-M, this is me. Alice, anthems laced in circumstantial motherfucking evidence. But before you can actually build a successful stable, you gotta be able to define the word catch hand. That's what they telling me. Prostitution is a misdemeanor, but pimping is a felony.